Hi dancers, I'm Veronica Kay. Today I want to talk to you about what my foot preparation is after I've gone through a cheilectomy, that's a bone spur removal, and a Kidner procedure, an accessory navicular removal. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button. If you don't know me, I'm a certified personal trainer and physical therapist assistant, and I specialize in ballet injury prevention and corrective exercise. But today I want to talk to you guys about my experience being 1 year post-operative, getting back on point after a couple of surgeries on my foot. Since my surgeries, I've had to take quite a bit of time to do some self-care and prep my feet to get back to full ballet class, as well as being on point again. So I'm going to go through in this video just some things that I do that I found very beneficial to aid in my recovery from my surgery and get me back to ballet class. For my surgery, I had both a bone spur shaved off right here at the base of the big toe, and I had a accessory navicular removed, which is just an overgrowth of the navicular bone that ends up being a bump right here. They also had to detach and then reattach my posterior tibial tendon, which runs through this area all the way up. Since my surgery, I have been taping my foot, and it has been very, very helpful in assisting in the pain and any kind of activation that it gives my foot to just reinforce lifting the arch and taking some stress off of the posterior tib. So I tape an abduction pattern first, and I take it around my big toe and take the toe out, so it's pulling it into a more neutral position. That way my toe is going to track up and down a lot better. Then I take the tape and I run it from the arch and I run all the way up through here. You can also take it higher if you're having pain higher up, but for me right now, I'm just using this for the support to lift the arch through this point. Then I take 2 pieces of tape and secure it at the midfoot, just again, to activate the transverse arch and feel that support and lift through here. The next thing I do is I do a weird stretch that is just kind of an active release thing where I'm pulling my big toe up and I'm trying to point my outer toes down, and I alternate through that position while my ankle is plantar flexed, and I'm just trying to get everything moving nice and smooth before I actually do my first tendu. Next, I take my foam roller and I do an ankle pump up and down while I concentrate on the entire calf muscle all the way up until the back of the knee, going from dorsi to plantar flexion. And then I roll in to get the posterior tib, and I go from eversion, flipping the ankle out or winging, and then inversion, which is sickling. So I'm going from this position to this position, and I'm rolling up and down the posterior tibial tendon. Next, I'm going to take either a spiky ball or an arch roller, and we're going to roll out the arch, focusing on the base of the big toe and then going up to the heel. Next, I take my resistance band and I just do some toe grabs here with the resistance band, focusing on my midfoot moving and getting the intrinsics firing. I do a little bit of outer toe flexion. So I put the band just around the outer toes, flex down and up 10 times. And then I do the same thing involving now my big toe. So I take every single toe here, press down through like we're going to demi point, and then just lengthen through the toes, thinking of the lift in that transverse arch region. 10 times. Then I take that band and I pull out to the side, trying to create length in the posterior tibial tendon, and I just hold here for about 20 seconds. For some more length in the Achilles, I take my ankle and I glide my hands up, so it's kind of like I'm taking my hands around the ankle and pulling up the skin just a little bit, and I'm going to lean into it as I try to get more length to mobilize dorsiflexion. Knees going over, second toe. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my shoe on. And I have been putting a compression sleeve over top of my ballet slipper just to assist in the recovery, decrease inflammation, and it just helps give a little bit more support to my foot during ballet class. On top of that, warmth has been my best friend, especially going into the colder season. So we are going to throw a leg warmer on top of all of that to really insulate everything up to the knee. And that is how I get ready for ballet class and get my feet prepped so that they feel good before that very first plie and tendu. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you are recovering from a surgery or injury and you want more advice and assistance on that process, make sure you either reach out to me via email, info@veronicakballet.com, or go to veronicakballet.com and schedule a consult with me so we can talk through a customized plan to start your training today. Make sure you hit subscribe, read below for all of the extra details, and get those links right now.